All right, guys, we are ready to start with these paid readings. I'm going to wait for all of my peeps to join who signed up for readings. My hair is a little wonky. I'm trying to curl it. So, hi, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are all having a beautiful weekend. I feel like, man, our weekends are flying by so fast lately, right? So I'm trying to enjoy the time that I have on these crazy weekends. So if you are just joining and you're not aware, today is an event that I have started to do where you can pay and reserve a spot to have a mini reading done. And a lot of the reason why I thought I'd do this is because when I do my lives on Thursday, we have a lot of people, and I know there are people that, well, everybody wants a reading, right? Everybody is hoping to be read. And it's, as much as I would love to read everybody, what happens is that, it's a 2 hour, ordeal, and it's just a lot. So I'm hoping that we get a good turnout with this. And actually, I filled up my spots for today very quickly, and I have a lineup for the next time. So if you're on the live and you didn't get a chance to pay for your spot, I welcome you to stay and just listen to others that paid and got on and got their spot reserved, just so you can kind of hear and observe and experience what readings are like with me. So the way I did it is it was first come, first serve. It was a $10 event entry, and so there's 8 people today I'll be reading. And so those 8 people that I have, and I'm just going to say the names really quick. So so like Anicia said, she just loves listening. And even if you won't be read today, it's just kind of fun to sit back and listen to others' readings, because sometimes they resonate with you. So so my 8 that I'm reading today, and so you have to tell me, is it, I feel bad because you've been one of my followers forever, but is it Miley or is it Melee? So I have Melee or Miley, Amy Hodges, Angela Edmonds, Janelle Roth, which I know, Janelle, you had a relative, and I believe that's Kimber. Kimber, are you relatives with Janelle? And that's why I believe she paid for this for you. And then Shannon Davis, Anicia, Vicki Davis, and Lisa Wilkins. So these are all the people I have for today that have paid for this particular event today. So again, if you are hopping on and you're not sure what this is about, this is kind of a new thing I'm doing with paid events, and it's cheap. It's $10, but it's to kind of reserve you a guaranteed reading, and that's kind of the direction that I'm going. But it's very new, so I welcome any feedback that you guys have. Please know that I want to do this to really be for your benefit more than anything. So, all right. So this, even though people paid in a certain order, I do this kind of randomly as well. So even though certain people were the first, second, third, fourth that paid, I'm just going to basically pick who I'm drawn to. And then if you are on the live and you are one of the readings, sorry, I'm going to turn this notification stuff down. Give me 1 second here. Otherwise, we'll hear that going off all day. So, hi, Amy. Good morning. Anicia is for Wendy. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and start. And then if I call your name, please let me know. Again, we're going to pick 3 numbers this time. And the 3 numbers that you pick for this particular event, normally on Thursdays it's 1 through 25, but for today we're going to do 1 through 76. So when I call your name, please give me your three numbers between 1 and 76. Now, I was going to bring people on face to face if you wanted, but every time we do this, I lose sound, and I don't want to have that happen today until I figure out what's going on with that whole ordeal. As much as I'd love to do the face to face because it's so much better, but I don't want it to affect others to be able to hear. So, and I don't know why it's doing that. It's so bizarre, but all right, so we'll go ahead and get started. And so I'm gonna pull, so we're gonna, Angela Edmonds. So Angela, I have you down. So if Angela is on, Angela, I will need three numbers from you, my friend, between 1 and 76. So if you're on, Angela, I'll give you a second. Others, be thinking of your three numbers between 1 and 76, and that way you'll be prepared, right? So I'll give it just a minute. Today has been so crazy, so while I'm waiting for her, oh, Angela was quick. Okay, awesome. I had readings last night till 9 o'clock at night, so I'm seriously trying to drink as much caffeine as I can this morning. I probably have bags under my eyes, right? I look like I'm hungover. It's like a psychic hangover. It's so crazy how it works. Okay, we'll get started. So, Angela, hi, Tammy. All right, 8, 18, and 23. Okay, give me 1 sec to count these out, hun. 8. And then Angela, oh, Shauna, you don't have to say whoops. It was fun last night. It was really fun. So 8, 18, and 23. So for you, Angela, if you have a particular question that you're wanting to ask, please put that in the comments, or I'll just do what I call like a general reading, and I'll just read whatever I'm feeling drawn to, okay? Okay, 8, 18, and 23. General and financial outlook. Okay, you got it, my friend. Okay. All right, hun. So I'm going to show you, Angela, what 3 cards that you pulled. And I'll explain a little bit about if you've never been on my live. So anytime a card comes out of the deck upside down, which, Angela, you do have one that I'm seeing, it really just represents what we call your shadow work. And shadow work is the things that you are working on, that you are either aware of or you're currently working on to live the best life you can. The best way I describe it too is it can be anything physically, mentally, emotionally. It just depends on what it is that you need to heal from, or what you need to kind of like bad habits you're breaking. So anytime I show a card upside down, just know that that's what that represents, okay? All right. So your first card, Angela, that came up with your first number is the 3 of Cups, and that came out of the deck upside down. So again, that's representing your shadow work. Your second card is the Page of Cups, and that came out right side up. Gosh, I feel like my hair is so weird. I've been doing this funky wave curl. Sorry, I'm having a tangent. I'm just seeing these crazy curls. And then your last card, Angela, is the Hanged Man. All right, so I'm going to just really focus on your cards, Angela, so give me just a minute here. And then please know, if you've never been on my lives, there are times that we start to focus on doing a reading for you, and there have been times where I start to feel people that have crossed over into the spiritual world, and we start to connect with those loved ones. So as much as I really try to not bring that in, it's just hard to do. So just keep that in mind and be aware of that as well. All right, so you're looking at kind of more financial direction and outlook, and then just generalized. Okay, let me take a look, hon. kind of see what exactly is going on. Okay. Okay, so usually what happens with my first reading is it takes me a little bit. It's like getting on a bike and riding a bike. It takes a minute to get on and get going, and it's like the wheels start turning, and that's what's taken me a minute for you, Angela, as the first reader. So um, and so here's the thing. The one thing that I feel going on, that just kind of really narrowing it down to your finances and your financial outlook and all of that. Um, I keep seeing for you with finances that it's almost like this constant, like, I just feel this roller coaster of emotions, right? So you said it's okay if I have loved ones. Perfect. Okay. So I keep having these roller coaster of emotions when I'm focusing on you and your finances and even really other things going on in your life. It's almost like just as soon as things look like that they're uphill and things are going good, and then you're hit with something, and then it's like you're down that hill, right? And then it's like financially things start looking better, you start heading up, and then all of a sudden something else happens. It's like that constant, because I feel like right now, um, there's just this need for some, seriously, just some structure, and some stability, right? And some balance in your life. I feel like things have been kind of just all over the place. Um, and I keep seeing that there's some kind of uh, almost like a side gig or a side job or like a second job that I feel like either you started or you're thinking of doing, to help with finances and to bring in some more money to make these ends meet, right? But I feel like there's some kind, it's like in a business adventure, right? It's like almost this entrepreneurial type direction I see that you going. And sometimes when we put out there that we want to start a business or we want to do something, sometimes our expectations are set really high. And then when we're not meeting our goals, then we get frustrated and we want to give up, right? And that's kind of what the feeling I'm getting, and even a little bit from what I'm seeing with your cards as well. I don't know if you have children, Angela, but I keep seeing 3. Do you have 3 children, or do you have children? If you don't mind kind of validating as we go along. But I just keep seeing you, and then I keep seeing 3. So this could even be your spouse, significant other, and 2 children. And the reason why I'm bringing up the 3 is because I feel that these decisions being made in your life financially is a big worry for you and others, not just for yourself, and what, okay, you have to tell me, Angela, what is this business adventure? What is this that I feel like I see you doing? 2 girls and 1 stepson. Okay, perfect. So I love it. We're getting that good connection when seeing your 3 kids. Are you thinking about doing something very entrepreneurial, or kind of doing something that is owning your own business? Because I just see you going down that path if you haven't already. And my only concern about it really for you, Angela, is just to be careful not to get frustrated with things not happening as fast as you had hoped, or wanted them to go. And I almost this feeling too of wanting to just take all of everything that you're paying, right, and just consolidate everything, because I feel like you're being pulled so many different ways financially, that to just have one, center point of contact, if you will, that is what I feel like, may need to happen. I'm thinking about how I can make additional money to send my girls to college with no debt. Okay, perfect. So that's exactly where I feel like I'm heading here with you, is finding something else to do that can bring in that extra income, right? And it can even be, my mind just keeps going to like these businesses that people do with, like Scentsy, or with what's the other stuff, like the makeup lines, Mary Kay. Like, it's almost like I feel like it's something that you can do at home on the side to help you bring in that more money. And I just feel like if you're going to do this, which I really feel like I see you doing, just be sure that you are not getting frustrated with things not happening as fast as you want them to, okay? Um, Also, if you have that ability or that opportunity to bring everything together in one, loan or consolidation, I just feel like that may help with some of the stress as well. So keep that in mind. Um, and are you a single mom though? Are you a single mom, Angela? Angela said I do essentially. Oh, see, perfect. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I mean, right? And I feel like that even with the Young Living with the essential oils, I feel like, and I'm speaking from experience, so I feel like that you you kind of compare yourself to other people, right? That are doing this stuff, and they're doing like making thousands and thousands of dollars, and then you're like, what am I doing wrong? And then you get frustrated. But so just hang in there, hun, and just know that I feel like seeing you going down that path is exactly where you should be, okay? It's exactly where you should be. And I saw you said that you're married. The only reason I was asking if you were a single mom is because I feel like I see you really just so overwhelmed with so much on your plate. And please know, I don't mean this in any disrespect to your husband. I feel like, he's gone, he's a hard worker, just busy schedules, but I just feel this really overwhelming feeling coming from you of feeling like, you're doing a lot of this on your own, and it's very exhausting, and it's taking a lot out of you. So, and really just bringing this up more or less is just to validate the connection that I'm having with you. But also, one thing too, kind of generalized, not financially, but you, my friend, you've got to take care of yourself, okay? I feel like you've got so much, and you just said, I have a lot on my plate. I feel there's so much on your plate that it's almost like it's getting so heavy that you're about to collapse, right? And that is where I am worried. So please take some time for yourself, and taking care of, doing things that you love to do, and whether that's crafting, whether that's getting your nails done, whether it's going and getting your hair done, whatever it is that makes you feel like you're, giving back to yourself, you've got to do this, my friend, because the overwhelming exhaustion that I'm even seeing, it's, it is draining me. It's draining me. So I can imagine how you're feeling. So kind of reiterate really quick, and I'll go on to my next person. But really, for you, my friend, is to have trust and faith that you are on the right track, that this essential oil is exactly where I see you going and being and making that money that you need to. But in order for everything to come together and work for you, you've got to take time out for yourself so you can regroup, bring your thoughts together, and just really have a game plan, right? So you're not feeling like you're all over the place. And I'm just going to tell you really quick, one thing that I was feeling, also that I was seeing and drawn to for you is, I don't know if this is you or your husband, but there is, I just feel like there is some kind of testing being done on your health connected to your body, almost that somebody's going in to have some kind of procedure or something of that sort. So just kind of keep that in mind, if that isn't in the works now. I don't know why I was pulled that way just now. So, but I just feel like that may be something that may also add to your plate and be stressful. But but just know I feel like it's going to be okay. I don't see any worries, red flags, you know, more than anything, just kind of validating or giving you that heads up, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. Okay. So, man, we're already starting on a good foot. So, Angela, I hope that helped you, my friend, and at least gave you some validation or guidance that you are on the right track. And, you know, really, more than anything, I feel coming from you is to just give you that guidance of you getting some rest and you taking care of yourself. So, let's see, my husband recently injured his knee, so he's on LOA from work. Okay, so then that exactly is what I'm seeing, hun. So that, again, that's part of the stress, right? And why you're feeling like you're doing it all. And that would make complete sense of why I'm feeling that way. So hang in there. I will send you my whole team of amazing people that come on these lives. We will all send you positive healing energy your way. I promise it will get better. Just hang in there and stay positive, right? I always tell people positive thoughts bring positive, you know, results and positive life. So I know some days I feel like it's easier said than others. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Angela. All right, guys. So, and if I've done your reading and you don't want to stay on, I mean, of course, you're welcome to hop off, but just know that your name, Angela, will be going into that drawing for a free 1 hour private reading. So if you want to stay on, it's kind of fun to watch and listen to others. So, all right. So let me grab my next person here. So let's do, hi guys, welcome who are on to watch. I love it. Yes, Shauna, we must try, my friend. I'm gonna send you, Shauna, lots of positive energy. Okay, so, you're gonna kill me. Is it Melee or is it Miley? Maile. You have been on my lives and it's driving me nuts because I seriously feel like I don't know how to phonetically say your name. So tell me, hun, but you are next. So when you can, I need your 3 numbers between 1 and 76. So for this particular event, it's 1 to 76. So Tammy, this is actually my paid event if you saw my last live, but you're more than welcome to stay on, hun. All my slots filled up pretty fast. But next, let's see, like Miley, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought, Miley. I seriously remembered you telling me that and it slipped my mind. But Tammy, you're welcome to stay on, hun, and listen. And then when I have my next paid event, you know, you're more than welcome to get your slot paid for and then have the guaranteed reading like the others are doing right now. Okay, so Miley, tell me your 3 numbers, hun, between 1 and 76. And then also let me know what kind of reading you're wanting, hun. You know, general, or if you have a question or whichever direction you're wanting to go. And while you're doing that, I'm going to shuffle and remove any residual energy. Okay, so I am going to drink my caffeine. Okay. All right, so Miley, I'm waiting for your number. Okay, 32, 9, and 55. Okay, so give me 1 second to count these out, hun. And you said career. Okay. Going to be like an awkward silence as I count these out. So be patient. Okay, 32, 9, and 55. Okay, give me a second. And don't be afraid to give me high numbers, you guys, because this is your reading. And I don't mind counting. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. Okay, Miley. So you're... Don't you be sorry. See? I knew you were going to say that, right? I knew it. Even though I was looking down, I'm like, she's going to apologize for being a high number. Don't ever apologize because this is all you. Okay, so Miley, your first card, hun, is the Four of Swords. Your second card is the Six of Cups. And then your last card is the Ten of Wands. Okay, so again, I'm going to kind of just focus on you, my friend, your cards, what I'm feeling, seeing, hearing. And we'll focus more on your career and how that is going and which direction and all of that good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to tell you first thing for you, Miley. I immediately, my friend, I keep feeling this overwhelming feeling of burnout, right? Of just being kind of exhausted with efforts being put into, you know, your career and your job, and just this feeling of even the exhaustion of doubts, the exhaustion of which direction do I go, the exhaustion of so much on your shoulder, so much on your plate. And I mean, before I even get started and really start diving into what I'm seeing, that is the first feeling I'm getting from you, and kind of the direction that I'm starting to see and go. So with your career path, my friend, there is some reason why I keep feeling like I see opportunities coming, but they have like family connected, almost like, you know, that family or people that you are good friends with have given opportunities, or you work with family, or you work with really close friends that are like family. Because I feel like when I see this, you know, career that you're in now or thinking of doing, it's like I see family coming into the picture or friends coming into the picture. So tell me what you're doing now and why I'm seeing this. It's kind of, it's like in my face. I keep seeing there being family connected to you. Make sure my comments are showing up. This is weird. Okay. But you have, like, seriously, this crazy, amazing, like, potential, so successful. Like, I just feel like when I see your life path, it's that way. You overworked in my current job, out of work currently due to a knee injury. My current job doesn't like it. I just had a new opportunity come my way, and my sister Leilani used to work for them. Oh, perfect. Okay, so that to me is my sign for you, right? So in the beginning, right, I said overwhelming, and I just felt like so much stress, right? And all of that. And that just, you know, came to me very quickly before I even got started. And then seeing family and some connection that way is really my sign for you, hun, that I feel, again, you control your decisions, you control your life, you control your destiny. But I see this huge successful road going down this direction where family has been there before. So if Leilani has actually been there and worked for them, and really honestly, when you said L'Oreal, I kept seeing you in some kind of cosmetology, you know, some kind of beauty line. So that to me also is my validation of this is where I see you going and where you are so successful. And I feel like even with your job, even though you're off right now with your injury, and I'm so sorry, hun, I will send you lots of healing energy your way as well. But it's just not the right fit. It just doesn't feel right to me. It's just, you know, I feel like you're not appreciated, right? You're, like you said, overworked, underpaid. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. And now, I always say everything happens for a reason. As much as I don't want to say you hurting your knee, there's a reason for it, which it sucks because you're injured, but it's put you in a new position in your life where you now can sit back and be like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting outside of my life looking in and I'm going, what the hell am I doing? I hate my job, right? And so just know that you injuring yourself, there was a reason. I know that sounds awful, but seriously, everything happens for a reason. So sit back. I know you just said you went for 2 interviews. Naya said overworked, underpaid, and unappreciated. Exactly, Naya. And that is exactly why I feel like you are exactly where you need to be, outside looking in and realizing that this is not fit for you, my friend. And seeing you going down a path, of what your sister used to do, to me, that is like my aha moment for you, where that's exactly where you need to go, my friend. You said, yes, I worked for them for 5 years and my injury made them show how much they appreciate me, which is none. Overwhelmed and overworked to the max. Perfect. Not perfect that you're going through that, but that's, what I'm connecting with you. So my answer to you, my friend, is, in summing up your reading, you've got to get out of that situation with that job. You've got to get to somewhere where you are passionate about, that you are driven, that you get up and you actually want to go to work, and I always say life's so short. Don't stay somewhere because you feel like you have to, right? There's always better options out there. It's just you have to get your ass up and get out there and look for it, right? And you've already started that process, my friend. And I'm so excited and so happy for you because, like, seriously, the success I feel like I see in this new path for you is unbelievable. So I send you lots of good luck, hon. That's really a lot of what I'm seeing with your career. And please take care of your knee. And I feel like, to slow down, because I feel like that I see a re-injury. So if I see re-injury, it means that you are doing things too fast. You're doing things too quickly. So take time to take care of yourself, right? And heal for sure. All right, Kay, thank you so much. I'm Miley. And like I said, if you guys, when I'm done with your reading, if you want to hop off, you're more than welcome to. We're done with yours. But if you want to stay on, then, feel free to. Naya said no softball game. Yes, Miley, no softball game. Sit your butt down. All right, you're welcome, hon. You're so welcome. And good luck to you. Please keep in touch and let me know how you're doing, if they call you back, which I have a strong feeling you're getting this job, my friend. I really do. So let me know. I would love to find out how that goes for you. Okay. All right. So hi, Sheena. Nice to see you on, hon. Like I said, this is for the paid readings that people got a spot for, but I'm going to do another one on the 18th. I will be posting that. So spots filled up fast. I can do 8 spots at a time because that's like a 2-hour span of readings. So watch for that and get your spot reserved. That way, when you hop on these, then you know you're going to have a reading, right? Okay. So again, Miley, I will put you in for the drawing for the private reading. Okay. Okay. So next, let's go to, is Vicki on here? Vicki Davis. Shauna, when is the next event? So the next event at Athena, Shauna, is the 22nd. And she just asked me to make a brochure, a advertisement for her. So I'm going to put something together. I'll put that on my page. And then, and I know it's a Sunday, but she's doing it from like 6 at night until 10 at night. I think 6 to 10, something like that. So yeah, just know that that's coming up and I'll post that as well. So All right, let's see. Vicky's on. Okay, perfect. Vicky said, general, how to go about what is needing done. Okay, hun. Okay, so let me count out your cards, Vicky. 16, 45. Okay, and then 73. Okay, give me a minute to count. My hands are so tiny, so to hold the deck and count, sometimes it's a little slow, so I apologize. My hands are like going as fast as I can, and my brain is not counting. 71, 72, 73. Okay. And don't ever not give me the numbers you're drawn to, because if you hold back because of how high your numbers are, your reading will not fit. So want to make sure they all connect to you for sure. So, all right. No, don't be sorry, Vicky. Absolutely don't be sorry. I laugh because my hands are so tiny and I can't get them out. Okay. All right, Vicky. So your first card, my friend, is the Lover's card. And that came out of the deck upside down. So again, that's representing your shadow work. Your second card is the King of Wands. And then your last card is the Ten of Swords. All right, so your question, how to go about what is needing done? Okay, all right, my friend, let me focus on you and your cards. So I want to tell you, Vicky, the first thing that when I started counting your cards out, and a lot of things I was being really drawn to emotionally, was this strong feeling of hurt, this strong feeling of confusion, this strong feeling of even kind of being done wrong, I guess is the best way to put it. But I just feel like there's just this overwhelming feeling of my heart just being so disappointed and having this strong hurt feeling. And I'm just going to tell you, I haven't even read your cards. I haven't even started to zero in and focus on you or them. But that, I'm just going to tell you, is immediately what I was starting to feel when I was counting out your cards. Okay, so let me focus on your three here. Okay, wow. Okay, so Vicky, sorry, it's taken me just a second to really focus in. Hurt of myself, I blame myself for. Okay, hun. Okay. That may be why that overwhelming feeling was coming through, right? That could very well be what that was about for sure. So, I'm so sorry you're feeling this way. there is this very impactful feeling that I have for you, my friend, right now. That I feel that there has got to be a need for you immediately to find some kind of hope and some kind of resiliency for you. I'm worried about the strong emotion that I'm getting with you, with the blame that you're putting on yourself, with the the guilt is so overwhelming. I feel coming from you, and I feel that it although your feelings, everybody's feelings are justified. Please don't get me wrong when I say this. I just want you to know that I absolutely don't have any feelings that you should take responsibility for this person's passing. And I feel that this is wearing on you to a point, like, I seriously, Vicki, I'm so sick to my stomach right now. I'm nauseous, and I just feel that there's so much weighing on you from this guilt and this anger and this responsibility that you're taking for this particular person. Can I ask you, this person that you're talking about, is this a male? Is this the person in your life? Is this a male? Is this a man? Because I keep being drawn to a male energy, and that's my sign for this being someone coming through for you that is a man, and there being that connection. I'm going to wait for your comment, hon, because are there a lot of people that are blaming you? I just feel, because I have to tell you, I'm very visual, and I keep seeing you, Vicki, but I keep seeing that there's this surrounding feeling of, it's almost like a prey, let's see, not the death, my mother, abuse from males. Okay, hun. Okay, so that makes sense then. Okay. And okay. Not the death, my mother, abuse for males. Okay. So when you ask me, what do I do about this situation that you're in? For one, I don't know exactly what your situation is, other than what I feel is that you are putting way too much responsibility on yourself, okay? My mom's death, okay. So the male could be from the abuse from the males, okay, that makes sense. You're putting way too much responsibility on you, my friend. I feel that there in no way, shape, or form should be any reason for you to be doing this. I'm worried that this is going to constantly and continuously affect your health, and I feel this strong concern about depression, and I feel this strong concern about the thoughts you've been having. And I feel that when you're talking about which direction to go, that there are outside influences, and these outside influences I feel are really affecting all of that, your mental state, your physical state, your spiritual state. And I feel that are you, okay, I'm just going to go back. Are you responsible for making some decisions? Why do I feel like that you are feeling overwhelmed with decisions with your mom, and now going forward after her passing? Because I feel like there are people pulling me different directions, and you're having to make everybody happy. That's the feeling I'm getting. So I'm not sure how that's fitting with you. But my biggest suggestion for you that I feel, my friend, is number one, to stop blaming yourself. I feel like that when I connect with you and you said your mom's death, I immediately went to my mom, and my mom passed. She had gotten sick. She went in to have her lungs checked. They said her lungs were clear and sent her home thinking she had a sinus infection. She came home, we were back to her house. She had an awful cough, kept coughing really bad. Well, then we finally, my aunt got her in and found out her whole lung was consumed. She had pneumonia. And I say we, I know my aunt, but myself hold a lot of guilt because we didn't get her to the ER fast enough. And I don't know by why, but I keep seeing that situation when I'm connecting to you. So whether that's in some way connecting, but like I said, for me, I feel what I'm getting for you, my friend, is to stop letting others influence your decisions. That I feel like you've been put in a position of having to make decisions. And I feel that the way that you are supposed to go about this is to do what is in the best interest of your mom. And seriously, this is like almost the same scenario that I feel like when I have with my mom, with what happened with my mom. The other thing I really felt I was seeing with you, Vicki, too, is this, I don't know if you've been having like really bad kind of issues with your liver, the pancreas, whatever, because my stomach is killing me right now. Let's see exactly. It's my rule to make others happy. I was somewhat in charge of health. I was a medical assistant, so had knowledge, and I didn't keep her better. Now it's in my plate over my dad's health. I stopped medical. Okay, I see what you're saying, hun. So that's exactly the feeling that I was getting also with my mom, right? And that connection. So I'm gonna just reiterate for you, my friend, you've got to just trust that your decisions that you're making are exactly what needs to be happening, and stop listening to outside influences, and especially the ones that are not making sense, and especially the ones who haven't been involved, right? I mean, it's like with my mom, she went in the hospital, had pneumonia, she had a massive stroke, and then we had to make the decision to take her off of life support. And that's a huge decision, but we had faith and we trusted that that's what my mom wanted. And you said I'm going through testing for colon cancer with the body. Okay, so keep up on that, my friend, because feeling that pain in my lower stomach with the colon, to me, is my connection with you, to make sure that you are really watching that and staying on top of that for sure, okay? But I want you to, I really feel the biggest thing for you, my friend, is trusting your decisions, okay? Trusting that you have your dad's best interest and you had your mom's best interest, right? And not allowing others to make you feel otherwise. And I have no doubt that as you move forward through whatever life brings, that every decision you make is going to be the right one. I really do. I feel that it's just going to be finding the confidence and the trust to know that you have. And I'm so sorry that you're going through it. When I saw my mom's scenario connected to you, my heart went out, because that was probably the hardest thing that I had to go through personally, and I can speak for myself. So, oh, my friend. Okay, I wish you so much luck, and please keep up on your health, okay? Watch and be very mindful, and don't, please just be very confident in whatever decisions that you decide to do, okay? I feel like sometimes we sit back and we so question everything we do in life, And I do it as well. Like decisions I make, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? And then later on, I'm like, oh, okay, that made sense. Now I need to be, I need to be more confident. And a lot of that's your intuition, right? Trusting your intuition is huge. And a lot of people struggle with that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Vicki. And you're so welcome. And I wish you so much luck, my friend. And please keep me, updated and stay in touch if you feel comfortable, okay? All right, so let's go on to, and again, these are all random, so you all know. Oh gosh, I thought I turned that off, dang it. Okay, so Amy Hodges. Amy, if you're on, my friend, I need your 3 numbers between 1 and 76, and I will wait for that. I'm sorry if you end up being the last one of the day, but look, you get to hear everybody's. Man, I'm sitting here listening to my husband doing laundry. It's like the best sound ever. I know it sounds bad, huh? Okay, all right, Amy, 15, 52, 45. Okay, hon, let me count these out for you. And then let me know, Amy, what kind of reading you're looking for, honey. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hi, Michelle. I miss you too, hon. I miss you. I'm excited for your new salon you're at. I can't wait to come see you and come to your new place. So, yes, Colleen, this is for the paid event. So if you hopped on and got your slot paid for, these are for those. And I am doing another one on the 18th, so watch for that and get your spot booked as soon as you can, because this filled up super fast, so which is super exciting. But I want to do as many and get as many people in to help as much as I can. So, okay, all right, so 52. And if you haven't paid, feel free to stay on and kind of listen if you want. Look at that, speeding through it. Let's see, in 45, okay. Okay, all right. Whew. My gosh, I almost burned myself. The other day I was doing a reading and I hit my candle and the wax went everywhere, all up my arm, all in my lap. Seriously, me and candles don't mix lately. It's been crazy. We got wax everywhere. Okay, all right, so, oh, thanks, Michelle. You too, hon. Mwah, have a good day. Okay, all right, Amy said, really any, just general. Okay, hon. Okay, so your first card, Amy, is the 3 of Wands, and that came out of the deck upside down. So in that shadow sphere. Your second card is the Knight of Wands. And then your last card is the 8 of Cups, and that also came out of the deck upside down. Okay, so again, we're doing a general reading, and I will focus on your cards here. And just know, if for anyone that's new, if you're on, general readings just basically, I just, whatever I'm drawn to, whatever I feel is the main thing that I feel your reading will be about. That's kind of how general readings go. So it can be your health, relationships, so on and so forth. So, oh, Amy, my friend. Okay. You, my dear, I mean this in a so very loving, kind, gentle way. You are lost, my friend. And I seriously saying that, I'm like, oh, I don't mean that in a bad way, but um, I just feel that there's been a lot of doubts, I feel like, happening with you, and a lot of doubts with decisions maybe that you've made, or doubts with decisions that you're thinking of making, or what direction to go, and just feeling lost, right? Not knowing which direction to turn or what decision to make. Or sometimes I feel like that you want to like express yourself, and because you're so angry and this pent up anger, and but then you stop yourself, and then it's like, God, I should have said something, right? And it's that, just kind of like that feeling of just everything, not like making sense and not meshing, right? Just things have been kind of all over the place. Um, and one of the things that I feel that you're missing, that so we have your chakras, right? I explain this to people. And you have your crown chakra, you have your third eye, you have your throat, you have your heart, and you have your solar plexus. And I mean, it's, and I feel for you, Amy, right now, your heart and throat, this direction here is completely just blocked, my friend. So when this happens, I have a lot of pent up anger. I have a lot of this like black kind of blockage, and this is blocked. So when your throat chakra is blocked, you can't express yourself in the way that you want to or you hope to do. And so you could express yourself, but it may come out very harsh, abrasive. And I know you. I know you are not that way. You are the sweetest, kindest, most gentle person I think I've ever met. And so, and I just feel like that there's this feeling of just all these emotions not getting out, right? And it's making you, anxious, and, depression, and making you sick, and just, one of the things I feel like that I see you doing or needs to be done in order to help with this is to go back to finding what you really enjoy doing, what drives you, what your passion is, I know that you had told me a while ago that you used to do some kind of sales or something. I can't remember what that was. You were telling me, but that people would come to your house, and anyway, that's kind of where my mind just went, and crafting or doing that kind of stuff, because I feel like that you so need that out, my friend. You need that time to be with others, to vent your frustrations to others who are not the individuals that are involved. Not that you're talking bad about people or backstabbing in any way, just your personal frustrations, about situations. And I don't, so just in all fairness, I want people to know, I know a little bit about Amy. Hang on, sorry guys. My candles are burning out. But Amy, so others know, I know a little bit about your relationship with your mama, and I don't know if something happened, that something with your mom came into the picture, but I keep seeing that. So I don't know if it's happened or it's coming, but there was something that has triggered you in a way with your mom, and that being some of this pent up stuff going on. And I really seriously feel that either you are thinking about going on like a getaway vacation, or you've got one planned, because I feel like when I see this crazy pent up energy and then you getting an out, I feel like that it's like, okay, we need to get a vacation, we need to get away, and then it's like you plan this, and that is what helps you to find some healing, right? And to find that cleansing and closure and opening all of these chakras up that I feel are so blocked right now. The other thing that I feel, I know we're doing all generals, so I'm just kind of going all over the place for you. I feel really has to do with your husband. And I know this is about you, hon, but I'm being pulled towards your husband's direction. But um, does your husband need some kind of knee or foot surgery? Or what is this about, my friend? Because I just feel that your husband had some kind of, or back, but like some kind of orthopedic issue. This is so bizarre, right, Amy? But I want you to keep an eye on that and watch for that, because I feel like that may be something that it might be coming. But there being something with that. But I feel more than anything, hon, being drawn to what I see for your reading is for you to find an outlet so that you can release a lot of this feeling of being lost and this feeling of things being blocked. And I always tell people one of the most amazing things to do to find relief is to do Reiki. And the lady that does my Reiki is amazing. And she helped me and helps me to clear this so that I feel like I'm not sick from all the negative energy that's penting up, right? Because even doing readings, I absorb so much of people's energies that I have to, it's like being around a virus and it makes you sick, So, okay, I don't know what, you guys, my mind goes weird and I start seeing things, but are you thinking of doing something like drastic with your looks, Amy? Like, I don't know if you're coloring your hair or cutting your hair, but I feel like you've been drawn to like start something fresh and something new with your looks. Isn't it weird how like some of this stuff comes in and it's all random? So one of the things I feel for you too, Amy, is really letting go of this anger, letting go of some of this guilt, I guess, if you will, or responsibility for some things, because I'm worried about you putting on this amazing mask and covering up a lot of what's happening and not getting that chance to fully release all of these emotions, right? Nothing planned, but you better, work on getting away. And I will give you her info. So, she's amazing, amazing Reiki worker. So her name is Tawny de Dios. And yeah, she's not far from, I know you're clear up north, but we could find you someone else too, Amy. But just find some time for you, hun, to release all of this built up, pent up, whatever you have going on, and watch your husband's like knee and back. I don't know why I'm drawn to both, but just kind of keep an eye on that for sure. I did a reading for a lady that I was saying her husband was having issues in the month of July with his knee, and she messaged me like 2 days after. It was like July 6th, 7th, and her husband went into the ER because he had a serious infection on his knee. So I always tell people when I see stuff with health issues or anything like that, I never second guess, so even now, always a mask. Yes, exactly, hun. Exactly. Yeah. So you've got to remove that mask, my friend, and just let it out, right? It's so unhealthy to keep all these emotions kept bottled up. Have you ever seen it where people go like out in the wilderness and they just scream at the top of their lungs? Like, I seriously feel like I see you doing that, Amy. It's so therapeutic. I did it with my husband and my son, and I think my oldest daughter. But you know what? Go to the mountains. Maybe, I don't know if I do it in your home, because then someone might think someone's being murdered. Maybe not do that. But, get away and just try to get all of this stuff out of your system, hun, right? Because it is seriously so toxic, right? And I mean, but we all do it. We all do it. I don't care who you are. We all have pent up emotions and blockages and negative energy. So it's just a matter of how do we get rid of that, and how do we deal with it, and how do we process it, right? Okay, well, I hope that helped you, Amy. I'll get you in that drawing for the free 1 hour reading as well, okay? Okay, so let's go on to, so Janelle, I think you're, oh, who it is that Janelle that's here? I know it's a family member. It's Amber, right? Amber Roth. So I will need your 3 numbers, Amber, between 1 and 76. I'm keeping track of all my peeps. Okay. You're welcome, Amy. You're welcome, hon. And please keep in touch with me. I send you lots of good, healing, positive energy your way. Oh, Kimber. Okay, so Kimber, I need your 3 numbers, hon, 1 to 76. And then kind of what reading you're wanting. Okay, 6, 14, 30. It's your daughter. That's right. Seriously, I meet so many people, and there's all these different relations that I can't keep track anymore, I swear. Okay, so Kimber, 6, 14, and 30. Okay. 6, 14, and 30. And general. Okay. Okay. So I have to tell you guys a little story really quick, but we're, my husband and I are going out to the Salt Flats, and we're going to be taking my oldest daughter, who's getting married in September. We're going out to the Salt Flats to take her bridal photos. And I'm going to take that little moon ball I was showing on my live the other night, and we're going to do some pictures of me to use for advertisement. But anyway, and then we're going to Wendover after. So I am like so looking forward to getting away. My husband and I never get time alone with this business, with my full-time job, with his stuff. Anyway, I totally took a tangent there, but I had to tell you guys, I'm just so excited to get away. Okay, all right, so Kimber, I'm going to show you your cards, hon, and your first card is the Devil card. And don't be scared. I don't know what it is. Everybody, when they see the Devil card or the Death and Rebirth card, they freak. Don't freak. I promise it doesn't mean anything bad. And then your second card is the 5 of Swords. And that came out of the deck upside down. So that's representing your shadow work, right? And then your last card, hun, is the 3 of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to focus on your cards. And you said general, so we'll get whatever direction that I'm heading there, okay? Okay. So for you, Kimber, I just have to tell you, the feeling that I'm getting from you and the cards, and kind of, again, I never question the emotions that I get and the feelings I get and the visions I get. And I keep hearing so strongly that I just keep hearing that you have got to grieve. You've got to grieve. You've got to go through the process of grief. And, you know, the loss, which I'm to be fair to others, I do know the loss of the person in your life. But it's this overwhelming feeling of, if you don't let out these emotions and you grieve, my friend, I feel like that it is going to, I'm worried about it causing you to be put in this position of where you start to do like self-medicating. And self-medicating, please know, it can be anything. It can be you know, it can be alcohol, it can be drugs, it can be shopping, right? It's like whatever you do to help you feel better, but it can be in a kind of a damaging way. And I just feel like that you haven't fully been able to really face your emotions with all of this loss that you've had in your life, and it's causing you to not, or thinking about not making the best decisions for yourself, right? Whether you have started or you're thinking, but either way, I feel like that the grieving process has not been fully done in order for you to, or even started, right? It doesn't mean that, you know, you have to grieve in a certain amount of time. I just feel like that it just hasn't started, and it needs to, in order for you to start healing and finding closure, you know, for you. And one of the things that I really feel that I'm being pulled towards too is has there been some kind of okay, I'm trying to get this out as best as I can in the way I feel, but I feel like that recently you have had like a big decision in your life that I feel that you are being pulled kind of two different directions. And the decision is really going to impact a lot happening in your life, you know, and the reason why I'm going that direction is because I feel like all of these emotions are starting to just kind of build and build, and they're kind of just, you know, causing you to kind of question and be stressed, right, and worried about which direction to go and what decisions you need to make. And so tell me how, so for Janelle and for Kimber, so Janelle, your husband that passed, this is Kimber's dad or stepdad? Is this dad? I have to ask because I'm starting to pick up on him again. This is Troy, right? Troy, because I don't know what's going to happen with my phone. Dad, okay, that's what I thought. Kimber, I seriously feel, hun, your dad's starting to come through. Man, this guy, I have felt him so many times. And it's like right now, I feel like he is almost like seriously wanting to, like, okay, so you know, I keep visioning like when you watch TV shows, and like in old days they would get pissed, and if they were mad at you they would like pull your ear, right? And they'd be like, get over here, you know. That's kind of what I feel like I see your dad doing. And you said, I recently got temporary custody of my ex-husband's daughter with another. Okay, so that can be exactly that decision, hun, that I see you having that had happened. That makes a lot of sense. But I just don't feel like you have fully grieved, my friend. You said that was a big decision. Absolutely, that was a big decision, because that's impacting your life, right? That's impacting so much happening for you. And I just feel like I feel your dad saying, you know, that you've got so much going on in your life, which is good, but I feel that has pulled you away from still taking that time to grieve your dad's passing. And this is where I feel like like he's pulling your ear and saying, get your ass over here, let's talk about this and get all of these emotions out on the table, because this is not healthy for you. You know, that's what I feel like I'm seeing, whether he literally would do that or not, but that's what my vision is. And you know, that worry about finding other things to self-medicate that void, you know. So every time I say self-medicated, people automatically go to, oh, I'm gonna start taking pills or I'm gonna start drinking, but it doesn't have to be that. Just know that, okay? McKaylee said, sounds like dad. I love it. I love it. I have seriously channeled your dad, Kimber. I felt him so many times at my event and here, and it's like I know this guy. It's so crazy. It's like I've known him forever. It's so crazy. And you know, he is worried about you, my friend. Your dad is worried about you and taking this time, because you know, he loved you girls. Like, I seriously feel like there's this strong protective energy around you girls that is so, it's amazing, right? It's an amazing feeling, to know that you have that strong support on the other side, you know, and will always be there, always be there. Okay, I don't know why, but I keep seeing NASCAR. Why do I keep seeing NASCAR? Do you know what NASCAR is about, you guys? And like a leather jacket, NASCAR jacket. Did he like NASCAR? Why is he showing me this? It's just so weird. So I seriously kept seeing seeing that. So weird. But so I feel for you, Kimber, the biggest takeaway from your reading is to take a time out, my friend, from all of these crazy decisions that you've had to make. And you are doing the right thing, my friend. You are making the right decisions. I have no doubt that you are exactly where you should be. The decisions you're making are exactly what you needed to do. And I feel your dad has been right by your side, helping you process and helping you get through this and helping you decide which direction to go, right? The biggest thing is for you to trust. So, no idea. Okay, so the weirdest stuff happens. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Even though I saw NASCAR and it's not connecting, I promise you that will come about. Janelle said he has a leather jacket. Okay, that could be what, I don't know why I say NASCAR, but the weirdest things happen when I do readings and they don't make sense. And then like the next day or later down, something happens or they send that particular thing. So just watch for whatever this race car, NASCAR connection is. But anyhow, so really, my friend, just take some time out from your crazy decisions in your life. And you know, you're such a giver. I'll just go back to saying that too. You are a giver. You're constantly giving. And McKaylee said Dad had a favorite leather jacket, but don't know. Okay, no, that's totally fine. Oh, he has a Corvette. Well, and so maybe that's where that connection is, right? Because that's how spirit works. They don't come out and say, oh, I had a leather jacket and I have a Corvette. So that can very well be why that's coming in. But your giving nature is so amazing, but sometimes it can hurt, right? It can hurt you. So take some time for yourself. Take a time out, you know, get someone to watch the kids, go do something for yourself, and, you know, or, you know, go to wherever your dad's favorite place was, or where, you know, memorial, wherever it is, and just have seriously a therapeutic cry, you know, because I feel like you need that good cleansing of the soul, you know. So please, please, please do this, because I'm worried about your future path of how this will sit and fester and make you sick and make you do things that maybe you just, or say things that you're going to regret, right? Just because that it's all there and it's not your nature to do so, right? So do that, my friend. Try that and get some of that closure that I feel like that you still need, right? It's so hard. I mean, you know, I feel like ever since I started doing readings and really connecting with loved ones on the other side, I have a whole different outlook on death. So, you know, when my mom died and when my dad died, it was, don't get me wrong, it was hard. I struggled, I cried, I grieved, you know, I missed them terribly, but I know without a doubt that I'm going to see them again, right? And I know without a doubt that I need to live for them as I'm here in this physical world. So that's what I feel for you, hon, is to live for your dad, right? And to make decisions that you know your dad would be so happy and so proud of. All right, okay, thank you, Kimber. Thanks, Janelle, for bringing Kimber on, and I will put you into that drawing as well. And let's see, we will do, so Anicia Anicia, I think you said that your sister was going to be on, right? Oh, Janelle said, we're going to Uintas for archery hunt this month to have a more. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Maybe that's why he had me say that, right? Maybe that's what that was about. Yeah, go. My husband's going on the archery hunt too. So yeah, go up there and have a good connection on a very high spiritual level for him, right? Okay. All right. So Anicia, who is coming on for you, my friend? I will wait. Oh, it's Wendy. Is that right? Wendy, are you here for Anicia? Yes, you are. Okay, 27, 9, and 14. Okay, give me 1 second, hon. Okay, all right, 27. You're welcome, Janelle. Thank you, hon, for being on. So 9. And Wendy, I had no idea that you and Anicia were sisters. I had no idea till she told me during her reading. I love it. It's so cool. Okay. And so for those who are on and still on, Wendy and Anicia, well, at least I don't know if Wendy is, but I think she is. Anicia, too, is from Canada. So how cool is that? I love doing readings for people that are in other countries. I've been doing a lot of those lately. It's like a struggle to try to figure out time zones, but thank goodness Canada, in your area, Canada, was only a couple hours. We weren't like 12, 24 hours difference. Okay, all right, so Wendy, your first card, hun, is the Four of Cups. Your second card is the Page of Pentacles. Oh, Wendy is from Trinidad. Oh, I love that. I did not know that. I love it. And then your last card, hun, is the Three of Wands. Okay, are you guys liking this crazy hair? I curled it like in these beachy wave curls. I'm not too sure about it. It's kind of funky, but fun. Okay, so health, job, relationship. Okay, so we'll kind of have to focus on one of those, Wendy, just because, I mean, we could be here for an hour to go through all of those. So out of those three, I will just kind of see what I am being drawn to for you. Holy cow, I just had a total weird, like, blank moment. That was really strange. Okay, did I show you your cards, Wendy? Did I just show you your cards? Okay, that was weird. I am losing my freaking mind. I seriously, did I show you them? Let me know, because I'm sitting here questioning if I did. I swear, ever since I turned 40, my brain has gone to crap. Okay, all right. Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm going to focus on you, my friend. So, career, relationship, health, right? Health, job, relationship. Okay. Okay. Okay, hon. So I feel the first thing I'm drawn to for you, really, I'm going to tell you, it's a combination of your health and relationship. Okay, this is I feel like I'm being drawn to both, and it's almost like they're meshing together. So I feel like we'll be able to really focus and address both of those for you. Your health, what I feel like I'm being drawn to is this feeling of unanswered symptoms, right? Undiagnosed symptoms, I should say. Things happening with you that are not making sense, and diagnoses that are not happening, or they are diagnosing things, but nothing, there's no progression and nothing's getting better. Like, I just feel like there's this, constant, feeling of testing being done, but nothing comes about it. It's like this up and down kind of feeling of stuff happening. And this, I feel, has been a huge impact and frustration on your relationship. So tell me, Wendy, I don't know, and maybe you've told me because I know we've connected before, but are you married? Are you in a relationship? Because I do feel like you are. I feel somebody connected to you. So I want to validate that, because I feel like it's affecting, and it could very well be affecting relationships even with, your family, right? And people around you. And a lot of it is, I feel like, I don't know, almost that I feel like you're blaming yourself. Okay, you are married. Okay, that's what I thought. And I feel like the health stuff's affecting your marriage. I feel like it's, causing a lot of stress on the marriage and other relationships in your life. And why do I feel like you're blaming yourself, hon? Why do I just feel like there's this feeling of guilt on your part. I don't know what this is about, but you've got to let that go, my friend. You've got to let that feeling of responsibility go, okay? This feeling of guilt, this feeling of responsibility, I feel is holding you back from being able to find answers to things that are going on with you, right? And does this, I keep connecting to like your lower abdomen, Wendy. Like this is like, like female reproductive area. This is like your intestines. Is that where you're having health issues? Because I'm really concentrating more on your lower abdomen, and why I feel like that's a big part of what I'm connecting to with your health. And why you're blaming yourself. I just can't get over this, my friend. I can't get over what's happening there, because it's not your fault. Like there's no reason for you to blame yourself whatsoever. And I feel that the biggest thing that I want you to really focus on, I feel, for you, is almost this feeling of like holistic healing. So holistic healing is, people that do meditation, people that do energy work, people that do, just they eat very clean, they take, vitamins, but they're very, organic. I'm so drawn to you and seeing this having to happen to help you in some way or another. So I know that, so I don't know if I've ever felt like that before for somebody in a reading, and I've ever been drawn to that before. So to me, that's kind of a really strong emotion that I'm getting. But your biggest holdback for you, Wendy, is letting go of the responsibility, letting go of this guilt, and knowing that and trusting that you are on your path in life. This is what has been handed to you, and it's one of those things where you can sit back and you can blame and you can feel guilt and you can point fingers and you can feel bad for yourself, or you can get up and you can become powerful, and your mind can seriously manifest things. I shit you not. You think about something as powerful, and if you want it bad enough, it will manifest. It's unbelievable to see how your thoughts are so powerful. And that's what I feel for you, my friend, is just getting on that positive side of things and connecting to your higher self to help with these health issues that I feel like you're having. And I feel like, with your relationship with your husband, with this disconnect I'm feeling between the two of you, it's almost like that you finding your happiness and you finding your healthy best part of yourself, both mind, spiritually, physically, all of the above. It's just going to help your husband start to come back to the same page as you, and you both having that connection again. So I just strongly encourage you, hun, to find some forgiveness, if you will. Not that I feel like this is your fault. I'm telling you that, why you're taking responsibility. Let it go. Know you're on the right path. Know that God or whoever you believe in is put you exactly where you're supposed to be, okay? And trusting that, right? Meditate, prayer, whatever it is that helps you to connect to your higher self, I feel is so important for you, my friend. And whatever this is with your lower abdomen area, just be very mindful and watch it, okay? Just be very diligent about taking care of whatever is going on there. And then also doing this holistic healing and this holistic eating, I feel like is going to be a huge, huge factor to help you, okay? All right. Okay. My goodness. Lots of crazy energy today. I love it, but man, I'm going to have to like go and have like a serious Epsom salt bath or something. I'm going to have to sage myself like crazy. And I love it though. I love the energy and I love doing these for you all. Okay, so my next person is Lisa Wilkins. Lisa Wilkins, if you are on, my friend, if you'll give me your 3 numbers. And thank you, Wendy. Thank you for being here, hon. And I wish you the best. So please, you know, do whatever you can to give yourself, give yourself a break, right? And find yourself some time to just heal, right? You have an amazing, amazing energy that comes from you. I know we're all virtual, but I promise you that I can pick up on a lot of energy that way. It's just how my psyche and intuition kind of works and connects. So, okay. So Lisa Wilkins, if you are on, please let me know and give me your 3 numbers between 1 and 76. And then Shannon, you're next. And I think you're my last one, hun. That's funny, Shannon. I didn't do that purposely. I just was going randomly and picking out. That's hilarious. But Shannon is so patient. She will wait. So I'll wait a minute if Lisa is on. And Lisa is. Okay, perfect. Okay. 5/8/35 general reading. Mainly closure on my mom's passing and an ongoing estate matter regarding a deed. It was settled a year ago, but still haven't gotten the deed yet. Okay, you got it, hun. So 5/8/35. Okay. 5/8. Oh, and Kylie. Oh, good. Thanks, Shannon. Love you, girl. Kylie, the spots got filled up, so I'm ending at 1, but I'm going to do another one on the 18th, hun, and I'll post that. And if you want, it's a Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30. So if you want to snag a spot there, then you just Venmo or PayPal the $10, and you can reserve your spot then. So that's kind of how these are going to go about. So if you guys have any suggestions of making these better, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions for sure. Okay. Aw, thanks, Kylie. I love you too, hun. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Lisa, let me show you your 3 cards. Your first card is the Page of Swords. Your second card is the Page of Wands. And then your last card is the Queen of Cups. And that came out of the deck upside down. So that's, again, representing, your shadow work, things going on in that aspect. Okay, let me go back to your question again. Closure of my mom's passing. Not going to stay matter. Okay. All right, and let me really focus on, and I always say that everything happens for a reason, and even waiting and feeling like for you, Lisa, that I needed to wait till here. For some reason, I feel very drawn to your mom and this female energy. When you said about your mom's passing, immediately I felt what is my sign for somebody trying to come through and connect. So, and that may be why I waited and pulled you last, so that we could build up all those vibrations in the room. You Okay, so in all fairness, I've told you I don't know Lisa. Some of the people I do kind of know that are on my lives, and for you, Lisa, for people know I don't know you. We've never met, but I'm gonna tell you that you have this very bold, strong personality I see coming from you. Like somebody who really, I don't want to say no filter, because I do feel that way, but I just feel like you're a very, very strong woman, very strong woman power, very strong womanly energy. Like this is the emotions and feelings I'm getting from you, just as we've been sitting here. And um, okay, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna start writing some stuff down. This is part of when mediums start to connect with things, we write things down. It's called psychography. And I keep things come through so fast that we have to like write them down or else we forget them. Um, but okay, so I'm just gonna tell you for you, Lisa. I'm gonna tell you, I see numbers a lot of the time when I start to connect with energy, and um, if this is mom, whoever this is, and I'm picking up, um, keeps showing me the number 7, and 7 is the month of July, or the 7th of the month. And then I also keep seeing 52, which is a very high number. 52 can be like the age of 52. This can be May 2nd. So if these numbers aren't connecting, I promise they will, okay? So do you know how do you connect with 7 or 52, hun? Because I feel like that your mom is, or if this is mom, is showing me these numbers. And um, and I feel that um, she also keeps wanting to tell you that I don't know if you didn't have the chance to say goodbye to her, or there were some unfinished things before her passing, that things weren't said, there was no closure. But I feel like she's showing me you're holding on to a lot of this, a lot of this feeling of not having that opportunity to say goodbye or to get closure with some things that were going on. Um, and she, so she keeps showing me, I feel like this deed that you haven't gotten yet, I feel like that this deed is like hung up somewhere, almost like either in transition to getting to you, or there's one thing that is blocking it that I feel it needs to be done in order it to get to you. So Lisa said it was sudden. Perfect. And that's exactly, you didn't get that time to tell her goodbye and have some closure. And I want you to know that she's really validating that this blockage with the deed, I feel, is something that can be mitigated. It's just the right people doing the right things to get this particular issue mitigated and things working out. Um, and I feel so strongly for you, Lisa. She is so passionate about the fact that, and so grateful for everything that you have been doing for her behalf here in the physical world, the things that you have been doing in her honor, right? You said my lawyer passed in April, he was handling it. Okay, so that would make sense, right? It's being stopped by just something, and it's got to be that, has to be done. And I feel once that's done for you, however this is mitigated, will get you to having that and releasing that for you. But she shows me so proud and just loves how you are honoring her here in the physical world, and making sure that I feel like your mom is so much like you, Lisa. Like, I feel like her energy is exactly what I'm connecting with you. Very strong, very womanly, very, like things to be done a certain way. And, it's like she has this very bold, very bold personality is kind of what I feel connected to her. The biggest thing I feel for you, and wrapping up kind of your reading too, my friend, is that you've got to know that she hears you, that she hears the cries, she hears your prayers, she hears you crying in the shower. I don't know why I just saw that and why I said that, but she hears you talking to her as you lay down in bed. It's like she knows that you are hurting from the lack of being able to say goodbye to her. And she really is even taking some responsibility for how she passed, whether this is she was not taking care of herself or she took too much medication. Why I just keep seeing that, but something to do with medication. I don't know what that's about, but I just feel that you've got to let this go, hon. You've got to let go of this guilt and responsibility and the would have, should have, all of that kind of stuff, because she knows that you wanted to be there and would have been there, right? Had it not have been so quick. Do you have a son? Do you have a son, Lisa? I don't know why she keeps showing me the smaller child boy. I keep seeing the boy, and she just like shows this like crazy like love and affection for whoever this is, and bringing him up. I'm not sure who this is, but or if this was a grandchild of hers, but that's one thing I feel like she is also bringing up. And one thing I feel like another message for you, my friend, you have a Scotty dog. Okay, is your dog male? Sometimes when they show me, male, energy or whatever, it can be even a male dog. This just because I consider dogs as our fur babies. So, and my nephew was Robbie. Okay, is Robbie passed? Lisa, is Robbie passed? Because that may be why she's showing me whoever this male is. But so I just really want you to know, my friend, that I feel this deed is being hung up by one thing, but that there just needs to be like, it's almost like this little bit of a nudge and like one more thing that has to be done in order for this to be released. And I don't feel it's going to be that difficult. It's just putting in the time and energy. So, and also for closure for you is to just know that she's around you and know she heard you and know that she sees that you are quote unquote making up for the things that maybe you are feeling you should have done before she passed, right? So, Okay, this is really strange. She keeps showing me a cross, but I keep seeing a necklace with a cross on it. So I don't know what this is about. If she was very, sometimes that's my sign for she was very religious, or that she gave you a necklace, but there's something about that. I just have to throw that out there. I keep seeing. So please, anything you take away from your reading today, Lisa, is that that she is so grateful for everything that you're doing for her, and sees that you are trying to do everything you can to get some kind of closure, you know, now here as we're in the physical world, okay? There's no doubt why I had to wait for yours to be last, because it's like you have to build up all this momentum and energy to help connect. It's so crazy how that works. And I don't know if Marilyn, if you're still on, my friend, I loved your comment. Marilyn was here last night, and her family was here, and we did a kind of a group reading. It was a 4-hour group reading, and Marilyn's reading was absolutely beautiful. It was, yeah, we got some really amazing connections. So, all right, Lisa, thank you, hon. Thank you for being here, and thank you for allowing me to connect with your mom and feeling, you know, the spirit of your mom, and, you know, hopefully giving you just a little bit of comfort or closure. Okay, so last but not least is my Shannon friend. Okay, Shannon, so give me your numbers between 1 and 76. Whoa, so 3 numbers between 1 and 76. And then let me know what kind of reading you're wanting to have. And tell me those, there's like 8 people on, which is fine because we're just doing the paid readings. But if you're on and you like this idea of having a guaranteed reading, like, you know, mini 15-minute reading, do you like this idea? Is it kind of nice knowing that you are going to be read and not in a group full of like 100 people and crossing your fingers, you know? Just curious. Okay, so Shannon, 1, 6, 24, whatever you feel. Okay, 1, 6, and 24. And I swear, Shannon, if your friend Todd comes through again, he wants to join the party again, I am gonna laugh. It's just so crazy. I can't believe how often that he does. So, okay. Amy said I like both for different times. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel the same way. And Angela said, love it. Perfect. Okay. All right. So, Shannon, your first card, hun, is the 4 of Pentacles. Tickle in my throat. And it came out of the deck upside down. Your second card is the Sun card. And that so describes you. So bright and cheerful. And then you want to wrestle people. And then your last card, hun, is the Ace of Wands, and that came out of the deck right side up. Okay, all right, so let's focus on you and what we're seeing here, and just kind of a general reading for you. Okay, so for you, Shannon, man, I'm seeing, I feel like I'm being pulled like 10 different directions, so I'm really just trying to hone in on one thing, because I feel like we could seriously be here all day. And that's kind of where I'm going with everything I'm already feeling. So here's the thing. This kind of goes back to what we had been talking about on the last time when I was worried about, when Todd was bringing up that concern for COVID and what you do for a living, right? Your house has been chaos. Well, that's exactly right. Like that your energy is chaotic right now, my friend. And I mean that in like a totally loving way. You know that. And that would make sense why I'm feeling that way. And when we talked, when I did your reading and I was worried, and when your deceased friend Todd came through and was worried about, you know, because you're a respiratory therapist and dealing with people with COVID, I feel like there is this whole new, like, like this aha moment that's happening for you. Almost this feeling of, how much longer can I do this? How much longer do I want to do this? And this feeling of that you are missing out on your family, missing out on, you know, your grandchildren, you know, whatever, your you know, your life, right? I feel like you're missing out, and you've been noticing that you need to do more with your life other than just, you know, feeling overwhelmed with your job and all of this happening. And I'm worried for you, my friend, that it's just going to get more intense. And I feel your friend coming through that day worried about you is really a lot to do with, number one, COVID, right? But number two, your stress level and your health, you know, and your immune system breaking down, you know. And my biggest thing for you, though, is that you are going to struggle to make this decision, right? Making this decision of, do I stay in my job because I'm really good at what I do and I want to help people, and I know that this is, you know, something that is my purpose, right? And then you see this other side and you're like, gosh, I just want to live a not stress-free, I don't know anyone that lives stress-free life, but less stress life, and enjoy my children and the grandchildren and my husband and, you know, friends. And I just feel like you're so torn and the feelings are so chaotic, right? And it breaks my heart. I love the people. Exactly. Yeah. And that's where I feel like I'm being pulled, you know, and all the chaos happening in your house and everything. And it's funny because I feel the chaos happening in your home is not a bad chaos. I just feel like it's so much happening with everybody. People's lives are changing, things are happening, and, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, and I can't tell you which direction to go, you know, because I really feel that, you know, you are in control of your destiny, you're in control of your path. I can tell you my concerns and I can tell you what I'm drawn to. And I feel so strongly for you, Shannon, that I'm worried that coming in the next couple, 3-4 months, that things are just going to get so much harder and stressful. And, you know, again, I've told people I'm worried about the next round of COVID. I keep seeing it, I keep dreaming about it, and I'm worried about it. And so I feel that that's going to put a lot of stress and strain on you. And then I'm worried it's going to cause you to, you know, your immune system to break down and for you to get sick and not be able to function. And it's like, it's a gamble, right? It's a total gamble, but you're gambling with your health and you're gambling with your life. And so I feel like when you know, for you to maybe, I can't picture you doing something else. I'll just say that. If you were to leave your job, I cannot picture you doing something else. I can picture you living a life of taking care of your grandchildren, taking care of your kids, you know, and finding this life where you can just be and relax. And I feel a lot of this stress with staying at your job has to do with wanting to take care of your family in a financial stable way, right? I don't care who you are. We all have to work right now. We all have to have some kind of income to survive lately. I mean, it's just how it is. But I'm not saying that if you stopped working that you wouldn't be okay. You know, just be sacrifices have to be made and maybe not live the same lifestyle, you know. But I am worried, and you even said you're feeling the same way about this next round. So if anything, I feel like even your friend Todd coming through and telling you his concern for, the lungs and the COVID, and being careful not to get COVID, is also my sign that he is fully aware of what's to come, and giving you those signs. And this is keeping you up at night. I know it. This is keeping you up and causing you to have, sleepless nights and self-medicating. And I laugh because I know that, you love to drink, and then, of course there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, and he did look out for you, and he always will. So just know, my friend, I feel like more than anything, your reading today is to offer you validation that what you're feeling and what you're thinking is there. And I can tell you my concern, and now it's ultimately your decision, right? And I have been up at 2 a.m. and self-medicating. Exactly, right? You're losing sleep and having to self-medicate. It's just, I know I say it's not worth it because I know you're going to say no, but I'm helping so many people and I love the people I work with. But you've got to take a step back and look at the overall picture for you, right? I keep thinking Costco sounds. Yeah, hey, Costco pays really well, I hear. You should go work for Costco. Maybe I'll hire you as my assistant. You can come and take care, because my business with readings is taken off so crazy, and I need someone to do that for me. We could totally hang out all day together. So take care of you, hun. And, life is so short. And as many people as you have already helped, know that you have done your due diligence, right? And know that you have done what God or whoever you believe in has put you on this earth to do. Now it's time for you to take care of you, and time for you to enjoy life and enjoy your babies and, your kids and whatever else it is. So I have no doubt, though, I really truly feel that you will make the right decision for this moment, right? Okay. And I'll just leave it at that. So look at that. I did so good. Seriously, how did I do this in a 2-hour time? My husband's going to be so proud of me. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I know we have 4 people on. Yay. Thank you for staying on, those that did. And I'll put you in the drawing, Shannon. And then we'll be doing that drawing. I was thinking of doing it next Thursday, but I kind of want to add more people to the mix. I don't know. I'll think about that, and I'll let you guys know if we'll do the drawing after the next paid live. So, oh, Wendy said I lost you. My account got locked. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. I'm so sorry, hon. Hopefully you can get that figured out for sure. All right, guys, thanks again. I love you all. I'm heading to Wendover. Wish me luck. Send me lots of good luck and good juju. I'll hopefully be able to post some fun pictures out at the salt flats. So I will see you soon. Thanks, you guys, for being here. Thanks for contributing to this crazy new idea. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.